Poor ice conditions have taken a toll on local businesses across northern Minnesota, leaving business owners across 5 counties to seek disaster relief funding. Reporter Malak Katab spoke with several business owners in the Leech Lake area today that tell her how they are coping with what is being done.
This year's ice conditions have affected over 100 business owners in northern Minnesota. The heavy snow earlier in the season caused slush, making the ice unsafe for vehicles.
We've had conditions where there was slush, but it's never lasted an entire season like this.
Ice fishing operations start a day after Christmas at one resort in Walker. Owner Tim Campbell says in a good year, they limit their guests to 25 people a day. Right now, they're averaging 0 to 1 group a day.
We canceled out people until the beginning of March, and we're hoping that the conditions improve and we're able to get, we'd even start booking new people.
So far this year, they've lost 80% of revenue.
We just took an honest approach and warned them and let them decide whether they wanted to come. Most people have chosen not to. It's expensive, and if you don't really think you're going to get any fish or have a chance to get a fish, we certainly understand that.
Lee Newpson is experiencing a similar situation at Oak Point Resort, except they've only had 7 customers this year, and they're not expecting any more.
We are open, but we have no customers. We've lost about 50 to 60% of our business, and that doesn't include the people that we've turned down because of the ice conditions, the slush, it's just been miserable out in the lakes.
The resort has been open for 13 years, and January is typically their fullest month. But with the resort being impacted by the poor ice conditions, Newpson is coping by taking on a second job to help maintain the bills.
You start doing things that you don't want to do. I mean, maybe you have to put money on credit cards to be able to buy stuff or do things that you wouldn't want to do, or maybe take out a second loan just to get you through some of those things. But it'll take a year to recover. At least, and for some resorts, a lot longer than that.
Without anglers on the ice this winter season, local resorts aren't the only ones economically impacted by the poor ice conditions, but other businesses like bait shop owners are too.
I've had one guy in here on weekends for a few hours a day, and that's about it. Where normally, if I was out running my fish houses and stuff like that, I'd have one guy help me there, then somebody else be in the shop here working too. So yeah, it's been tough.
The economic impact due to poor ice conditions has had a trickle-down effect on businesses across the region. Jack Shriver, the owner of Shriver's Bait in Walker, cut down his business hours due to slow foot traffic. Now business owners are asking state legislators for disaster relief funding.
It wasn't just Lake Winnebagosh, it was Leech Lake, it was Red Lake, it was Lake Capitogama. And so it's a very widespread regional problem.
Representative John Purcell is working on a bill asking for $10 million to cover businesses in 5 counties who sustained significant losses. Reporting in Walker, Malak Katab, Lakeland News.
And those 5 counties are Beltrami, Hubbard, Itasca, Cass, and St. Louis. Any business that has been impacted by the poor ice conditions is asked to contact the owner of High Banks Resort.
If you enjoyed this segment of Lakeland News, please consider making a tax-deductible contribution to Lakeland PBS.